Hey everyone, I'm Cheryl McColgan, founder of Heal Nourish Grow, and today I thought I would walk you through my guacamole recipe. I got so lucky at Jungle Gyms yesterday, and they had all these 6 of them organic avocados they're very soft, so they're kind of getting on their last legs, but they had them in the discount section, so I got all 6 of these organic avocados for $1.50, so that's pretty good. And then I made sure I had the rest of my ingredients so I could make the guac. So we'll go ahead and get started with the avocados first. Almost forgot that I needed a spoon for that. So always you can just cut and then you go around and then open it up, and just putting these into the bowl. I like to save my pits right now because I've started growing some little avocado plants lately, and I'll have a video later that kind of shows you an easy way to do that and how they look once they get going. But for now, just getting all the avocados into the bowl. So if you are saving your pits for to make plants like that, then you do want to be careful to not score them with the knife. So just be super gentle. But oh my gosh, these are the perfect texture for guacamole. I'm so excited about this. Okay, so that's 6 avocados in this container, and I went ahead and used a container that I can store it in while I'm making it. That way I can only dirty one dish, and not totally necessary. You can use a fork to mash up the avocados, but I do happen to have a pastry thing, so I'm just going to use that to get them all mashed up. Fortunately, these are very soft, so they're mashing quite easily. And I like to leave some texture to my avocado, so I'm leaving it just about like that. Okay, now jalapeno. So I personally love spicy, and so does my husband. And we're the only ones that eat the guacamole here in our house because the kids do not eat anything green, which is so weird. But so I'm gonna leave all of the seeds in. The white part has some of the spice too, so if you are more sensitive to spice, you might remove that and remove the seeds, but I'm going to go ahead and leave everything, and just going to chop this fairly fine so that you don't get any huge pieces of jalapeno in there. But if you like that sort of thing, then maybe you want to make them a little bigger. But I'm going to try and make these pretty fine. So I just did the initial chop there, you can see that, but I'm going to go ahead and run my knife over it a few more times to get them even finer. This is my 24-inch booze chopping block. I've had this thing for over 20 years, and it's one of my favorite kitchen tools ever. It's linked in my Amazon link in my bio, and I mean, it literally lasts forever, and as you can see, it has so much room where you can really chop multiple things at once. You could use it for a serving board, for a charcuterie. I mean, it's just really one of my favorite kitchen tools, along with my good knives. This is like a 10-inch Wusthof chef's knife. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with that now, so I'll just add that into the block. Now for a couple of pieces of garlic. So this is my favorite method of peeling garlic. If you don't already know how to do this, you just put the flat part of your knife on the garlic, give it a whack, and that basically will get all of the skin off for you. Sometimes you have to peel a little bit after that, but that one really worked well. So this one you can kind of see got crushed, but the skin stayed a little bit on it. So, but then I just, you can just pick it right out. And now we'll finally chop this garlic as well. 2 cloves, I'd say that's just about a tablespoon. Of course, if you like garlic a lot, you can add more. If you don't like garlic so much, add less. And then I have a red onion, so I'm not going to use all of this. Probably I'll just make a couple of tablespoons chopped. Really need to sharpen my knives. So just gonna score this. This definitely needs to be sharpened, unfortunately, but we'll make it work. Okay, and I'm just going to run the knife through this to make this a little finer as well. In there, and just give it a stir and we'll see what that looks like in relation to needs just a little bit more. So I would say that's about 1/3 of a cup chopped onion, but you can see how what the density of onion to avocado looks like there. And then I don't always do this, but I am going to add a little tomato to the mix. So this is like 1 medium tomato. And if you're being, avocado does have a fair amount of carbs in it. They are net carbs because it has a lot of fiber. But if you're being, it does have that onion in there now too, which also has some carbs with some natural sugar. So if you're being super careful with your carbs, then you could choose to leave out the tomato. I think it gives it kind of a nice fresh taste, and still the net carbs of this whole avocado and guac and all that is not enough that's any kind of problem. It should easily fit into your macros. So this is really just like a normal dice here, so some nice little chunks of tomato. And I'm going to put that whole thing in there. So again, you can always add more or less of anything. I mean, this is like a quote-unquote recipe, but it's, not, you don't have to stick to it depending on your personal preference. Now you can see what that looks like with the tomato in there. And now here's the most important part, is a lime. So if you don't already know this trick too, it's nice to roll your lime on the cutting board before you go to juice it, because it gets everything kind of, the juices flowing and things moving a little quicker, especially if you don't have a handy dandy juicer like this. And that'll help you squeeze the juice out of the lemon or lime more easily. So, but since I do have the juicer, I'm going to use that. And this will help keep your avocado from turning brown. So you need some kind of acid anytime you're trying to preserve avocado. Otherwise you get that oxidation and it turns brown, and it still tastes fine, but it doesn't look good at all. Okay, so I'd say that's about 2 tablespoons there, and just go ahead and put that in. And we're going to finish it off with some Himalayan pink salt, and that's just a taste, so start with a decent amount, give that a stir, and now for the most important part, the tasting. Make sure I get a tomato in there. Oh man, that's really good, but it does need a little bit more salt. So here's what it looks like. Super delicious. Last a couple days in the fridge. Like I said, you've got the lime in there so it won't turn brown. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this recipe, and I'll talk to you again soon.